Let's have a look at the two teams for you. So many changes made by Sir Alex Ferguson, no fewer than 8 alterations to the side that took to the Dragon's Den in Porto on Wednesday. No Rooney, nor Ronaldo. Van der Sar, Giggs, Carrick, Fletcher and O'Shea all missing. Berbatov drops to the bench. A first start for super sub Federico Macheda. He's just 17. The 18-year-old twins Fabio and Rafael are in, as are Welbeck and Gibson. Ben Fossady, penalty shootout hero here in the Carling Cup final, will look to Ferdinand and Vidic for protection. Macheda will play alongside Tevez in attack. Can his magical storybook fledgling career continue, or will Fergie's massive gamble backfire? By contrast, Everton so settled. Just a one enforced change. Joe is cup-tied and is replaced by Louis Saha, sold by United in the summer. Howard and Neville, also United old boys, 2 of 5 cup ever presents for Everton this season. So Saha will lead the line. Cahill and Fellaini both given licence to link up in support, both so dangerous in the air. That could be the path to success this afternoon. Manchester United and Everton join us for kick-off after the break. Thank you. And will you tell me when to say we would like to welcome Setanta viewers, or should I just say it myself? Okay. Welcome back to Wembley. The atmosphere really hotting up now. And I'd like to welcome Setanta viewers in Scotland who have just joined us for this 11th FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Chelsea await the winners. Will it be Manchester United, a repeat of the final of 2007, or can Everton upset the odds and take their step to the climax of this competition? Everton's first semi-final since 1995. In the meantime, United have been to 5 and have won them all. Ferguson's gamble to start with so many youngsters. Gibson's first start since the Carling Cup final. The same can be said of Danny Welbeck too. If they were optimistic on their way down to London this morning, they're even more so now. Manchester United fans so used to putting their faith in their manager, Alex Ferguson. Mike Riley blows his whistle and we're underway. Everton in all blue, attacking the goal away to our right-hand side. Lou Macari alongside me, who of course played in semi-finals and finals for Manchester United down the years. Lou, what are your thoughts ahead of this one?
Well, you mentioned to me before the game, Martin, the pre-match interview about the number of players that might be missing. You mentioned Rooney and Ronaldo. And I sort of indicated to you that I thought there'd be more than just those two. I'd been told a team early this morning I didn't really believe, so I didn't actually mention names because I couldn't believe the team that I'm seeing out there just now would be the team that would take the part. And when I was told it, I found it hard to believe, but they're there, they've got to do the job, and all of a sudden Everton should be favourites for this game. Plenty of experience in the team, lack of experience in the Manchester United team. I'm just hoping that those kids can rise to the occasion.
Talk about putting your faith in the youngsters. David Moyes just with a concerned glance towards the stricken figure of Leon Osman. First strike of goal here, just caught as he let this one go.
And the first little half chance of the game falls to Everton.
Everton haven't beaten Manchester United for almost 4 years to the day since Darren Ferguson got a winner in a 1-0 success at Goodison. If you're looking for pointers from earlier this season, it was 1-1 in the October fixture at Goodison. United won by a Cristiano Ronaldo goal at Old Trafford in January. Free kick going Manchester United's way. Gibson sandwich between Cahill and Fellaini. Won't struggle to recognise his presence on the pitch with that hairstyle. So many Everton fans here wearing wigs in tribute to the Belgian. And here he is. Free kick this time, given against Fabio. Sahar, who was a doubt for this game with a virus, but able to take his position in for the cup-tied Joe. Welbeck. Anderson. Turned 21 last Monday and is one of the oldest United players on the pitch. Baines for Pienaar. Fellaini making a nuisance of himself, and he's got the better of Park. Pienaar looking for Osman, and Osman might still get there. Fabio across for Manchester United. Goes to his brother Raphael. Raphael, the more experienced of the twins. He's had a good run out this season at right back, has just come back from an ankle problem. Fabio we saw in the fourth round tie against Spurs, didn't we, Lou? And he was probably the best player on the pitch before he had to limp off with injury after about an hour.
Well, I think the two brothers won't believe how quickly they've broken into the United set-up, Martin. When they come over from Brazil, like most youngsters, it takes time to acclimatise, get used to the football in this country, and I don't think in the wildest dreams they'd ever think they'd play in the semi-final.
Here's the golden boy, Makeda. Once again, showing no hint of nerves as he unleashes a shot with less than 4 minutes on the clock.
Well, this is typical of young Makeda. All action, likes a shot at goals, and as we've seen earlier on in his career at United, can score.
2 appearances off the bench have brought goals for the young Italian against Villa and Sunderland. Rewarded with his first start this afternoon. Will he again be writing headlines? Fellaini does concede a lot of free kicks, also picks up a lot of yellow cards, 12 this season. He's been suspended twice already.
Danny Welbeck, Martin's another surprise for me. Not that he's playing, but the fact that he has played in the FA Cup already this season, played wide right. And Sir Alex has put him out there today wide left. I don't think I've ever seen him play wide left before.
Ferdinand for Park. Here's Tevez. Park hassled out of it by Pienaar. And the South Korean sends the South African sprawling, and Mike Riley wants a word.
Well, surely it's only going to be a word. It was a mistimed tackle, nothing more than that. As a matter of fact, hasn't even touched him.
Park was amongst the scorers in United's demolition of Fulham in the quarter-final stages. Vidic has to win that again against Fellaini. What a battle that promises to be between the Serb and the Belgian. It's a bit tight there, and Sahar can nibble it away for Everton. Cahill, Pienaar to his left. Blocked by Raphael. Foster searches for Makeda. Jagielka nods clear. Osman. Jagielka choosing to duck it. Played in all 40 of Everton games this season, Phil Jagielka. It is a terrific record.
I think he's one of the most improved players in the country, Martin. Since he's got into that Everton side in the middle of defence, he's got better and better, got into the England side.
Free kick against Everton. So Everton with this free kick. What are your thoughts on the early stages so far, Lou?
Well, it's cat and mouse, always in these semi-finals, Martin, not only in the early stages, but I think the first 20-30 minutes you can expect neither side to want to give anything away. And today, especially Manchester United, inexperienced side, really got to contain Everton for as long as possible.
Pienaar, strange ball. We've got 4 in blue waiting in the box, and it was behind all of them. Welbeck to gather. Fabio finding life uncomfortable against Osman. Sahar takes over for Everton. Phil Neville. Cahill, who played against United in the cup final for Millwall 5 years ago. Actually scored in the semi-final victory that year. Fellaini against Ferdinand. Pienaar against Raphael. Pienaar again. Baines bombing forward. Can he keep this in? No, he can't. Everton fans at the far end of the ground felt that should have been a corner, but the ball had clearly crossed the line.
Well, I wonder what he made of the United team when it was brought into the dressing room, Martin. I think before the game, the Everton players would have been relaxed. They were the underdogs, and all of a sudden, when they looked at the team sheet, I just feel that may have put a great deal more pressure on them. All of a sudden, everyone in the ground is expecting to beat Manchester United simply because of the inexperience of the United side.
This fixture, of course, a repeat of the 1995 FA Cup final that Everton won by a goal to nil, scored by Paul Rideout. Also a repeat of the 1985 climax of this competition. And a Norman Whiteside extra time goal gave United the cup under Ron Atkinson. Baines towards Sahar. Neville for Sahar. Pienaar breaking to his left. Running into trouble though. Strong challenge there between Gibson and Osman.
Oh, what a wonderful challenge that was from Darren Gibson on Leon Osman. Don't see many of those nowadays, Martin. 2 players going for the ball, keeping their eye on the ball and tackling fair and square.
Through for Neville. Phil Neville for Everton. Well, don't really expect to see Phil Neville bombing into the penalty area.
Well, you don't, but he should have done better. Gets the better of Fabio in the race for the penalty area and gets inside. At least should have got a shot on target, tested Ben Foster.
6 years at Manchester United, 3 FA Cups in that period as well. Not to mention 6 Premier League titles, used to winning trophies at Old Trafford. Hasn't picked up one at Everton.
No, but it's been a great buy for Everton, no, man. The one thing about Phil Neville, and he's always been the same way, he'll give you everything, any position, every week.
Park for Tevez. Showed too much of that to Cahill. Baines to clear. Everton this season so strong at home. Indeed, they've won their last 7 games at Goodison in a row. Thumped in a few goals of late too. Stoke City 3-1, Wigan 4-0. But away from Goodison, Lou, they haven't won, would you believe, since their 3rd round victory against Macclesfield. Here's Makeda. Now Welbeck. Got away from Hibbert. It's Welbeck squaring for Tevez. Tevez with a shot. Well, his initial dummy lost the marker, but the ball just ran away from him.
Well, definitely the best move of the game. Good play from Manchester United. Lovely slick passing. You're right, man, this ball just ran away from Tevez at the last moment. Wasn't the best to control. Couldn't shot it in. Half a chance.
Best move that Manchester United have produced so far.
There's the boss getting a bit excited, isn't he?
Well, they're all at it now, the old boys, aren't they? Wenger with his celebration on Wednesday nights, and now Alex Ferguson with his own rendition of a bit of dancing on the touchline.
That was the Govan shuffle.
Nice interchange that started it all between Makeda and Welbeck. Players that could be playing certainly at the age that you'd expect to see in an FA Youth Cup final rather than a FA Cup semi-final. Park trying to shake off Pinar. Tevez again dropping deep. Makeda. No suggestions that he will freeze on the big occasion. David Moyes, just the edge of his technical area at the moment, just issuing a few instructions to Louis Saha. There he is, just to the right of your screen. Louis Saha, of course, released by Manchester United, sold by Manchester United in the summer. There's the pitch that we've spoken about already, Lou. Already cutting up quite badly.
Well, it shouldn't do, Martin. I mean, we've only played, what, almost 15 minutes. It's starting to cut up. I know there's a game here yesterday, but a stadium like this and a pitch like this should be in the tip-top condition.
What was the feedback from the United camp after the Carling Cup final about the pitch, Lou? Was there much criticism?
Well, they weren't too happy with it, Martin. They felt the way the pitch played, it slowed them down a little bit. And let's be honest, on the day they weren't that impressive. I think Manchester United football's all about slick passing and movement.
Nice movement here by Osman. To his left is Baines. Everton with 4 ready to attack this in the box. Make that 5 as Cahill makes his way forward. Cuts out by Ferdinand, though. It wasn't deep enough. Cahill just stretches his arms out to say, come on, you make that run, you've got to look for me. Ferdinand has won so many trophies since joining Manchester United, but has never got his hands on the FA Cup. Twice here in a final, twice finishing a loser. Fabio can't find Welbeck.
Well, without a doubt, Martin, today the big surprise has been the lineup and the manager giving the young players, and so many of them, the opportunity. But I don't know why we're so surprised, because over the years he's always given youth an opportunity. It's just the numbers today, and Raphael and Fabio and Darren Gibson and Welbeck and Makeda, when they set off on Friday from Manchester and jumped on that train, I think all of them would have thought the very best on the bench. And then all of a sudden, probably this morning in the team hotel, manager picks the team, they'd probably be in a state of shock.
Is it help or a hindrance that there are so many other youngsters out there for them? They're all in the same boat, but then again, there aren't that many that they can lean on that have got that experience, I suppose.
Well, I think having so many on the pitch, I think it helps one another, because they all realise that they've really got it to do to beat Everton today, and I don't think it's impossible for them to do that, because they are talented young players. But it certainly was a shock round the stadium when the team sheets come out. And everybody I spoke to couldn't believe the lineup, couldn't believe that so many were thrown in. But it's a great opportunity, and a wonderful opportunity for them to get into a final. And who knows, even in a final, the manager may do the same thing again, even though it's Chelsea.
Pienaar almost got away from Raphael. Delaney's power in the air has been evident already. There's Joe, who's cup-tied, and to the left of the screen, Mikel Arteta, out for the season with that knee injury sustained in the victory against Middlesbrough in the 6th round. Here's Hibbert for Everton. Never scored for Everton. Ironic cheers of shoot from the Everton fans. Stopped in his tracks by Fabio, so swiftly to his feet, but Welbeck says, leave this to me. Makeda up the line. Pienaar cutting in field. Cahill, good early ball for Hibbert. Lots of space on this near side for Everton to try and exploit. Neville. Short for Pienaar. Osman takes over. Bags of space now for Baines. Sahar, Fellaini, Cahill, they're queuing up in the middle. And Baines delays the cross for some reason. They have scored so many of their goals this season with headers, Lou. Is it a surprise to you that they haven't as yet tested United defensively in that area?
I don't think they've really had an opportunity to do that, Martin. I mean, they've got forward on a couple of occasions and given the ball away, but in terms of getting wide and getting balls into the box, we may still see plenty of that in the remaining 71 minutes.
Premier League live action for you next Saturday on Setanta Sports. We start at the KC Stadium as struggling Hull City take on Liverpool. And after Rafa's Reds, we'll focus on Manchester United as they face Tottenham at Old Trafford. Bit early for a yawn from that Everton fan.
He probably expected his team to be 2 or 3-0 up by now.
Here's Park. A bit too heavy for Tevez, and Neville tidies up for Everton. Everton, who've come through 3 Premier League teams on the way to the last 4, most notably that replay triumph at Goodison that we brought you against Liverpool. All Foster in trouble here, blocked by Sahar. A very, very lucky man, Ben Foster.
Oh, how lucky was Ben Foster here? What's he thinking about? Certainly can't take any chances. Certainly can't try and beat outfield players, but he tries to do that. And how lucky is it the ball bounces back into his hands, picks it up and clears the danger. What a let-off.
The most relieved man in the stadium right now, Ben Foster. Hibbert stops Makeda, who turns to argue with Welbeck. The hero on the 1st of March with those saves in the penalty shootout, Ben Foster, but almost the villain of the piece there. And Alex Ferguson makes his way to the edge of the technical area for the first time this afternoon as United attack down the left with Welbeck. Across comes Lescott, good challenge. United get the corner though.
Well, this challenge here from Julian Lescott had to be perfect. What a challenge it was. Cleanly gets the ball at the expense of a corner. A wonderful tackle.
Everton bringing everybody back to defend this corner as United take it short. Gibson now to swing it in far post. Up goes Park, cleared by Lescott. United forced back into their own half. Raphael. Vidic. Raphael again. Swung in towards Welbeck. Just wide, it came off Lescott. Almost a horrific moment there for the Everton centre-half. I don't think Welbeck got much of a touch, but Lescott's almost took it into the net.
I think he gets enough of a touch to get it nearly on target. That was on target. And at the last moment, Lescott's legs get in the way.
Second United corner in the matter of 2 minutes. Anderson to pull it back. It'll reach Park to hit. Struck Osman, and Everton should get it away, but Sahara's made a mess of that. Anderson, good spell this for the champions. Fabio. Anderson. Park, what a good ball that was. Park with a chance to attack Baines. Cleared by Jagielka. And it's another poor clearance by Hibbert. Everton just can't get this away. Fabio for Welbeck. United with 4 in the box. Gibson, he can come square for Anderson. Ferdinand. Too strong. Lescott could have let that run. United get the throw in. Good spell this for Manchester United, Lou.
Certainly is, Martin, and that will be heartening to the Manchester United manager. Seeing those young players knock that ball about. Got Everton on the run at the moment.
Ferdinand. Anderson breaking through the centre, but this is Tevez. Now Anderson, now Tevez. He can go left again for Welbeck. Welbeck got his feet tangled. United cutting through Everton all too easily there. Sahar. Well read by Raphael. Real spring in the step of Manchester United at the moment. Hibbert needs to touch that back. Park. Lescott backtracking. Tevez. Park's cross, it's too deep for Makeda. And Howard eager to get on with things for Everton. Game a little bit stretched at the moment. Players on the edge of the Everton penalty area. As Everton probe forward here with Neville. Pienaar. Losing out to Raphael. Tevez coming some 20 yards to try and win that for Manchester United, and win it he did. And Gibson takes over. Fabio with Welbeck. Anderson motors away from Fellaini. Stopped by Lescott though. And Sahar can get Everton moving again with Cahill. Nobody ahead of him to the right, so it's square for Osman. Osman. Sahar. Faced by Ferdinand. Comes left for Pienaar. Sit run for Baines. Pienaar again. Cahill and Fellaini wait in the box. Baines brought down on the edge by Raphael, who just lost him there. The Brazilian will be booked, and Everton with a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area.
That's a correct decision from Mike Riley. Second time in this game that the full-backs of Manchester United have been caught dreaming. Fabio earlier on when Phil Neville got past him, and just there Raphael dreaming as well.
He's the main danger man for Laney. Cahill standing almost on the toes of Nemanjevic, just inside that 6-yard box. Everton so threatening in the air from set pieces. Pienaar and Baines over it. Pienaar to drive it in. Cleared by Anderson.
That was an awful free kick, you're right, Martin. They are dangerous at set pieces and not a great deal of height in that United defence. And a terrible free kick from Pienaar.
Will he do better with a corner? Well, they'll have to wait. It's for Baines to centre. It's lofted in towards Fellaini. Combination of Vidic and Ferdinand clear for Manchester United. They really have to be focused at the moment as Everton come again with Hibbert. Flatter delivery this time. Up goes Lescott, but it's beyond him.
I think we've seen in the opening 28 minutes the ability of these young players. That's not in question at all. The manager wouldn't have picked them if he didn't think they'd go out there and perform. And other things come into play though, Martin, as the game goes on. Will the young legs start to tire on a pitch that through experience is very demanding? The old Wembley was demanding, and this pitch I'm sure is no different. Saps the energy out here. I'm just wondering, with so many young players on there, will they last the 90 minutes?
Now both managers in the technical area. Knew they couldn't remain relaxed for too long, Luke.
Well, I think the happier of the two will certainly be the Manchester United manager, Martin. He'll be pleased with his team, and I'm not saying David Moyes will be displeased with his side, but I expected a little bit more from them. Hasn't happened in the first 30 minutes for them, but still a long way to go.
There's a good recovery there from Fabio. It was an almighty challenge from Osman, but Fabio not only continues, but he's well forward here as Tevez feeds it right for Park. United with 3 in the box. Tevez to collect. Can he keep it in? No, not quite.
Just once again for Carlos Tevez. Control isn't the best. Ball runs away from him. Once again, a good passing move. Watch Tevez is running here into that near post. Tries to control it. Fails to stop it from going out for a goal kick.
Half an hour played in this FA Cup semi-final for the right to meet Chelsea here in 6 weeks' time. Nothing between them at the moment. Neither goalkeeper forced to make a save as yet. It's 0-0. Sahar finding Osman. Both teams with excellent records in FA Cup semi-finals. Everton haven't lost one since losing to West Ham United in 1980. United haven't lost one since losing to Leeds United in 1970. Something has to give this afternoon. Neville's touch was heavy, but he's got back well. Dispossesses Makeda. Osman losing out to Fabio. The pitch cutting up, but United can bring it away with Anderson. Tevez for Raphael. Brazilians and Argentines linking up neatly. Fabio's ball took a deflection. Fellaini lost it. It was pushed well back as he tried to get off the ground.
Playing some good football, Manchester United, knocking that ball about, as the manager would expect. Little push there from Danny Welbeck, silly foul to give away. Ball in the danger area, one thing you don't want to do, give the opposition the ball back.
The Manchester United subs bench, Ryan Giggs at the back, not Strips, he's in a watching brief this afternoon. Phil Neville for Osman. Strong challenge by Vidic.
Well, there's lots of important games still to be played for Manchester United. That's why there's been so many changes. I think the good news for any of these youngsters that are playing here today, if United get to the final and they play their part and play well today, every chance they'll play in the FA Cup final 3 days after the Champions League final. Bound to be a lot more changes if United get there. It's all quiet at that Everton end, Martin. I can understand why. They probably, when again going back to the team sheet, when they saw the two teams, they probably built their hopes up a little bit more than it should have done. They've still got 11 players to beat.
Pinar scampering away far side, but he can't shake off Tevez. And Argentine eventually brings him down unnecessarily, and it's the second yellow card shown to a Manchester United player. What a foolish challenge that was, Lou. Halfway line.
Challenge. Halfway line. Player going nowhere. Pinar in control. Once again, I've got to say, he's gone down a little bit easy. Not a really ruthless challenge. Second time that Pinar's gone down.
Fair to conclude from those reactions from the Manchester United bench that they didn't agree with that yellow card issued by Mike Riley. Cahill's flick on. Fellaini can't make any progress.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. He's booked 2 Manchester United players already, Mike Riley, and he's supposed to be a United supporter. So they've been telling us during the week in the newspapers. I thought that was very unfair on Mike Riley, that somebody actually suggested that and put pressure on him.
Everton not too fond of this official since he sent off Tim Cahill in the Merseyside derby in October. And he's given a free kick against Fellaini here. Manchester United still knocking the ball around with real authority at times, great confidence as they're sweeping it across this not such luscious turf. Anderson for Tevez. Tevez lines up the shot, cannons off Lescott. Anderson might get there first. Handball by the Brazilian as Osman tried to clear.
That was a correct decision from the referee, no doubt about it. Osman trying to clear. Anderson handles.
Paul Scholes, amongst the subs available to Ferguson today. It's an experienced bench. Neville, Scholes, Berbatov, Everett. Here's Sahar. Held up by Fabio. Supported by Osman. Cross again, doesn't evade Vidic. So far, Fellaini and Cahill have been starved of service.
Well, it's the quietest I've ever seen Tim Cahill. Normally he's a bundle of energy, been here, there and everywhere, especially getting into that box. Score some valuable goals for Everton.
Vidic clearance picked up by Neville. Sahar's touch on. Pinar trying to get there and just brushed aside by Raphael. Everton fans felt that he was pushed over. No suggestion of complaint from Everton.
Well, for me, Martin, it's just gone down a little bit too easy, Stephen Pinar. That's the third time in this game. Here we'll see two players going for the ball. Make your own mind up about that, I mean, no doubt.
See from referee Riley's angle, he got a clear view of that. Tevez for Gibson. Fellaini down for Sahar. Sahar's drive. Good clearance by Gibson. And as far as Baines. Got away from Tevez. In for Pinar. Again it's Gibson across. And again Manchester United can clear their lines. Tevez across halfway.
Carlos Tevez thought that was going to be a good ball for young Makeda. Stuck it down the channel. Young Makeda went the opposite way.
Fellaini trying to get in behind Ferdinand here. This is Pinar. Neville. Not a tussle between Pinar and Raphael. Osman. Pinar. Cahill waits in the middle. Jagielka got a touch. Hibbert needs to get one as well. That's well defended by the boy from Houghton. Tevez. Makeda's touch was good. In for Welbeck here. Back stays down and Welbeck hurries the shot on his weaker left foot.
Once again, another brilliant move from Manchester United. Unfortunately for Danny Welbeck, ends up on that left foot, as you mentioned, Martin. Not the best of finishers with his left foot. There's some good play once again.
Fellaini's touch. Vidic able to hold up Sahar. Anderson runs away from Fellaini. Tevez with Welbeck to his left. Makeda stands by the penalty spot and with a demonstration of Welbeck's weakness on his left.
Well, do you believe me now, Martin? He's never played on the left side of midfield. Two golden opportunities for someone with a left foot. Deliver a ball into that danger area. Unfortunately for young Danny, left foot not the best. Give him a chance with his right foot, it just may end up in the back of the net.
Always looks so easy when Ryan Giggs does it on the training pitch, but quite so simple to emulate when you try it yourself. Fellaini beating Ferdinand, but Sahar unable to gather.
He hasn't been a great deal to do this half, Ben Foster, but a couple of things he has it to do. He hasn't done them very well.
David Moyes will be desperate for his team to get some kind of threat on Ben Foster's goal sooner rather than later. Can they put him under some pressure here? Phil Neville to throw it in long. The mop hair of Fellaini might be the target. Beaten again in the air by Vidic. Neville to try again. Cahill back post, Fellaini on the near. Poor delivery, cleared by Gibson. Tevez held up by Lescott. Pinar might get a piece of that, and does. Raphael. Park. Forced wide by Baines. He's got Welbeck in support. Good defending by Baines, who's been pretty much never present since Christmas and has offered real balance to Everton on their left-hand side. Fellaini offside.
Well, he's certainly improved this season, Martin. Leighton Baines. Of course, he's went to the England team as well, hasn't he?
Certainly the squad.
Yeah, into the squad, and something he probably didn't think was going to happen in his career.
Well, so far, it's not been a first half to get the capacity crowd on the edge of their seats. Enjoying the occasion all the same. Approach the last minute and a half of this first half, and the team will want to give their opposition an opportunity in this late stage. Felix at the moment has Fellaini in his pocket. Fabio. Welbeck more central. Here's Makeda, stopped by Jagielka. Ball's out. One minute of added time, Luke. Overall thoughts on the first half?
I think it's been an interesting first half, Martin, as much as it's always going to be interesting to see how the young players cope with the occasion. I think they've coped with the occasion pretty well, to be honest with you. In second 45 minutes, going to be completely different from. I think they'll get tired. In the first half of this game, I think they played well, Manchester United. Especially the younger players have had a real go, and I think the big disappointment will be for the Everton supporters. They're away to our left, they've been quiet as soon as this game started, and they probably feel their team hasn't played as well as they've seen them play in recent weeks.
Ferdinand and Vidic have been commanding presences at the heart of the Manchester United defence this afternoon. As referee Riley blows for half-time. Neither goalkeeper stretched at all in that first half. Tim Howard ever so quiet. Ben Foster almost produced the error that led in Everton when he got in a bit of a tangle against Louis Saha. Makeda has had his moments. So far, closest we've come to a goal was a touch off Lescott's foot that just slid past the left-hand post of the Everton goal. But at half-time at Wembley, it's all square still. It's Manchester United 0, Everton 0. Welcome back as Everton come out of the tunnel far side. Manchester United on the pitch a good minute or so earlier. Should we read anything into that at all, Lou? The fact that United youngsters are on that pitch ahead of Everton's arrival?
Well, maybe the Manchester United manager didn't have a great deal to say to his team on the first half performance. And maybe David Moyes had a little bit more to say to his team. I think that's the way it may have gone in those dressing rooms at half-time, man.
And certainly, just looking around the Everton faces at half-time, 0-0, you would have thought they would have been fairly happy with it. attacking their own supporters in this second half, who are housed to our right. I think at 0-0, you touched on it earlier, and so too did the guys in the studio as well, Lou, that looking at that formation and the names that are in the Manchester United team today, Everton, if anything, are the favourites now to win it, and they haven't pressed home that advantage in the first half.
Oh, without a doubt, when the teams were announced, Martin, I could just imagine people at home, especially the neutrals, rushing to the telephone. I think there were a 5-1 chance to win this game, Everton, and when you saw those odds before the game against a full-strength United side, yeah, you wouldn't rush to back them, but certainly when the teams were announced, there's so many young players in the United lineup, well, people would have thought this is Everton's game today.
Here's Osman, stopped easily by Anderson. Real opportunity here for Everton to make it through to the final. But Manchester United just shaded that first half. Everton started the brighter, but United stepped it up. After about 10 minutes, they settled down. David Moyes looks the more strained of the managers. Vidic continues to gobble up everything in the air. Baines for Fellaini. They need more from him.
Well, he certainly has been disappointing today. We've seen him so many times this season in the Premier League, score some wonderful goals, and certainly been a great addition to Everton, but today just finding it hard to get going.
Neville. Pinar. Neville for Osman. Sahar trying to roll away from Raphael, stopped, and Gibson leads the charge out for Manchester United. Welbeck still on that left-hand side. Makeda further left. Looking to take Manchester United to their 9th FA Cup final, Alex Ferguson. To think back to the first in 1990, many people still maintain that had they not lifted the cup that year, he would have been history.
Oh, what a mistake that would have been, Martin. Without a doubt, he's proved he's the greatest Manchester United manager ever. The record speaks for itself. So many trophies, so many semi-final wins, quite remarkable. I just feel sorry for the next fella to come through the door at Old Trafford. He's certainly on a loser. He can't do what Sir Alex Ferguson's done.
Now, Nemanja Vidic has a problem here. The Manchester United physio has come out of the dugout area and is adjacent to Vidic now, just checking if he's okay to carry on. It looks like it's a blow to the ribs, is that, Luke?
Yeah. Young Johnny Evans getting warmed up in far touch line. You just see him going up and down there. There he is to the left of your picture.
No immediate impact on Vidic's performance. Two important challenges already. Lescott forward. Fellaini holds off Ferdinand, but was fouling and has also used his arm.
I'm not so sure Mike Riley's got that one right. Doesn't do a lot wrong. Fellaini takes it on his chest, all right. It may have rolled down his arm after it, but certainly unintentional.
Careless by Raphael. Pinar. Osman now. Hibbert's charging up to his right. Welbeck was slow to spot him. Osman helps it on. Vidic nods clear. Collected by Neville. Anderson has lost out. Just for a moment, Everton thought they were in behind there, but assistant referee far side spotted handball.
Handball it was. 50 minutes on the clock, Martin. How many times in the commentary have you mentioned Tim Cahill?
Barely at all. Here he is, Cahill. Losing out to Raphael. Anderson. Hurried into the mistake. Forward by Baines. Fellaini makes sure his arm doesn't make any contact with the ball here. Gibson through the challenge of Neville. But Neville has it now for Everton. Same pattern to the start of the first half, Lou.
Well, it is, and you know, I'm just a bit concerned, and I think the manager of Manchester United may be a bit concerned. The longer this game goes, will the young players will they have the stamina to last this game? And saying that, you've already mentioned the backup on the bench. Good backup on there with Paul Scholes, Dimitar Berbatov, Nani, Patrice Evra and Gary Neville. I'm sure we'll see 2, if not 3 of those before the 90 minutes are up.
Evans continues to warm up far side, but it does appear as though Vidic is over that concern to his rib. Everton fans increase the volume away to our left as Baines carries it forward. Cahill looking long towards Fellaini, challenged by Vidic. Everton's throw-in. Neville, who tried his luck with 2 long ones towards the end of the first half, will try again here. Fellaini on the edge of the 6-yard box ignored as Everton comes short for Hibbert. Hibbert's ball in. Powerful header again by Vidic. Baines towards Fellaini. Hasn't got away from Ferdinand, but can't get clear of Vidic. One of the players shortlisted for the Player of the Year award. One of 5 Manchester United players on that 6-man list.
Well, Vidic's performance today, Mark, will do him no harm. Every time that ball goes into the box, his head's there, heads it away, clears it. Really been a rock at the heart of that United defence.
Tevez with the foul, Everton with the free kick. Ferdinand again beats Fellaini. All the noise at the moment coming from the supporters away to our left. They've just sensed that they have a part to play here. Fellaini loses Ferdinand for the first time. Sahar can keep it moving for Cahill. Long way out here, Tim Cahill goes for goal, and Foster pours it away on the bounce. First time either goalkeeper has been required.
Well, last we've seen the real Tim Cahill from that midfield position. Shot at goals, decent shot, brings out a good save in Ben Foster.
Baines to swing it in. Foster underneath it. And it's Fabio far side leading the charge out for Manchester United. Good ball here for Makeda. Hibbert away. Tim Cahill, Everton's top scorer this season with 9 goals to his name. One of those little curios that no Everton player has scored more than 1 goal in the FA Cup this season. The 8 goals that they have scored have been shared over the squad. Hibbert just pulled back by Welbeck.
There's a shot here from Tim Cahill. Looks it beautifully. Good shot, good save from Ben Foster. That was heading for the corner.
Fellaini penalised. Good start to the second half by Everton. David Moyes directing operations from his technical area. The Everton fans doing their bit too.
Well, the support from the Everton fans may just give the team that lift that they certainly need.
Park away from 2 and away from 3 in the shape of Phil Neville. Makeda for Tevez. Manchester United fans around us trying to lift their team. Gibson to hook it clear. Lescott. Ferdinand should be favourite. Makeda kept that in. Fellaini beaten by Vidic. Park for United. Tevez, Welbeck away to his left, held up by Osman. Here's Park. Everton quick to get bodies behind the ball. Free kick against Baines.
I don't think it'll be long, Mark, before we see a substitute being used. The manager likely to sling someone on to try and turn this game.
Vidic motoring forward. Anderson waits for the serve to take up his spot in the box. It's a shocking delivery.
Well, certainly not what you want when you get a free kick. You've got to get that ball into the danger area, make Everton defend. There's a free kick from Anderson, failed to do that. Poor attempt.
The Wembley so quiet and edgy in the first half, certainly vibrating to noise made at both ends, particularly the Everton fans to our left, making the most of this rare trip to the home of football. They're desperate to come back here in 6 weeks' time, trying to inspire their team on here against Manchester United's youngsters. 6 of the United team, 21 or under, this afternoon. Rooney and Ronaldo have just joined us, haven't even made the trip. Giggs, Carrick, Fletcher and O'Shea not involved. Berbatov and Scholes just on the bench.
Yeah, it's been a dream start to his Manchester United career for that young man. Hasn't been so great from today, though. Probably finding life is a little bit more difficult than the first experience. Goal against Aston Villa that won the game for United. And then another goal. Couldn't ask for a better start, but it's been tough for him today.
Talking of experience, what an experience for him. 17 years of age, his third game for the first team. It's a start and it's at Wembley. Some players never get the chance to play here. He's had it almost immediately. This was gone, and it's gone Everton's way. We still wait for that moment of genius. from a player on either team, or a lucky ricochet to give us a breakthrough here. An hour played, 0-0. Baines with the free kick. Ferdinand against Fellaini. Ferdinand runs out again. It has been a constant theme of the game. Park. Raphael for Welbeck. Drifting to this right side. He'd be happier on this side, but went straight into Baines. Second chance. Got away from him this time. Whatever it was that stopped him in the end. Good ball in field for Sahar, carefully delivered. Pienaar can go right, where Everton have two players in space. Hibbert leaves it for Osman. Looking for Pienaar, but he's asking too much of him. Poor clearance by Vidic, haven't said that much today. Swung across towards Fellaini. Ferdinand again does enough. He just tweaked something there as he shaped a clear long. He's hopped off the pitch. Ever, of course, the natural replacement.
I think we can expect to see Patrice Evra coming on.
United down to 10. Everton attack with Baines. Finds the head of Ferdinand again. Tevez has got away from Phil Neville. Makeda runs ahead of him. Tevez glides away from Lescott. Real chance here for Manchester United, and just tried to cut back to shake off Lescott, and the chance had gone.
I don't think young Fabio's coming back on, Martin. It was the end of the match for him. Patrice Evra getting warmed up.
He's barely played this season, Fabio. But United come again with Anderson. Come right now for Park. Park shots! Well, didn't get much behind it, but almost squeezed it between Howard and the near post.
Oh, really, this is the closest either side have come to a goal today. For 1 minute, I thought that was just squeezing in at the near post. Left-footed shot from Park. Oh, just wide of the target.
Well, we saw Malouda yesterday beat the goalkeeper at his near post. Howard had his near post better covered. Had the shot been accurate. Change has been made, by the way. Patrice Evra is on. Fabio, who limped off, has stayed off. Welbeck into space. Makeda. Jagielka across for Everton. Welbeck's in the middle. If Makeda can find him. Jagielka does ever so well, and Hibbert box up behind.
Oh, that's better from young Makeda. That's what he's all about. Surging runs.
Anderson. Now Raphael. Surely there's nowhere through there. He's caught by Fellaini.
A bit late going down here, young Raphael, but no matter. Mike Riley quite rightly says free kick.
So just as the first half, United have weathered a bit of an Everton storm at the start of the half and have come back strongly. And Vidic, who's been commanding in his own box, now in the opposition box, trying to end the end of this.
I'm just wondering whether Darren Gibson will have a shot, Martin. He's got a good shot on him, either foot. Maybe the angle will put him off. And he'll just float this into the middle of the box.
Gibson with it, looking for Vidic, who got up well. Cleared by Baines under pressure from Anderson. Unfair pressure in the eyes of the referee.
So dangerous in the air, Vidic, when that ball went to the back post. Just thought for 1 minute a Vidic's header would put Tim Howard under pressure.
Players' attendance, by the way, 88,141. It's a record attendance for an FA Cup semi-final. Yet to see a score in this one, though. Welbeck through to Makeda. Lescott, wrong side, but manages to recover in time. His clearance just reaches Cahill. A bit more open now, this game. Pienaar. Can't find Osman. Anderson. Loose from Tevez. Fellaini for Everton. Manchester United want to bring on Paul Scholes soon. And Osman has lost it. Good challenge, first thing ever has done since coming on as a sub. Tevez takes it up for Manchester United. Gibson for Anderson. Now Makeda. Now Gibson, he'll have a go. Good one as well. Too hot for Howard to handle. And it's a Manchester United corner.
Well, I did say to you, Martin, this boy can shoot either foot, left or right. From distance, 35 yards out. Good save from Tim Howard.
United's second change sees the introduction of Paul Scholes, a man that scored in an FA Cup final, having played in 6 of them. And it's Ji-sung Park who makes way. Cheers all around from the Manchester United fans as the 34-year-old makes his way onto the pitch. Gibson with a corner kick. Everton's concentration remains firm. Does that mean that Gibson will come out right, do you think, Luke?
Well, he's out right at this moment in time, Martin, but I'd be surprised if he stays out there. He is more of a central midfield player, able to play with 3 almost in the middle. Oh, he's just making his way in there now. Everett
towards Makeda. All hesitation here between Jagielka and his goalkeeper, and Welbeck goes down, and referee Riley waves him away. Lots of confusion for a moment. Ferguson's reaction clear to see.
It'll be interesting to see that one again, Martin. Has Mike Riley got it right, or has he got it badly wrong? Certainly Alex Ferguson thinks he's got it badly wrong. Oh, there's a touch there from behind. I think 9 out of 10 referees would have given a penalty kick. Steady on, Alex.
He's going ballistic, but Riley didn't give anything. And Manchester United, as the ball was an open play, seemed to stop playing.
Well, that was a real talking point. I think it's one of the games so far. Should Mike Riley have pointed to the spot, or was his decision correct?
Give that. It's an easy decision to give in the middle of the half, and he wants a word with Fellaini too.
Well, they might book him here for persistent foul, and he's had 3 or 4 fouls. He's going to let him off.
Huge sigh of relief from Jagielka, Luke.
Here's that big decision. I've got to say, I think Mike Riley's got it right, Martin. I'm not so sure there was contact there from Jagielka. I think maybe Danny Welbeck tripped over his own feet. I'd like to see it again, but on the evidence of that, the referee, I think, has got it right.
First change for Everton. Louis Saha's afternoon is over, and it's Everton's turn to look to the youngsters. 18-year-old Jack Rodwell, who's scored against Villa in round 5, is on. for at least 20 minutes, and who knows, maybe a bit more. It'll mean that Tim Cahill will push further forward alongside Fellaini. Rodwell will sit in the midfield alongside Phil Neville.
I certainly believe Mike Riley's got this one right. Pushing and shoving there from Tim Cahill.
Rodwell's first involvement. Unruffled. Things for Fellaini. Vidic's foot was ever so high.
I don't think you can see past that mop of hair, Martin, and he's just trying to feel for where the ball is.
Now, will Neville just dink this in, or will he work it wide to get a better angle to cross? Hibbert is free to his right at the moment.
Well, I think this has got to go into the box.
And it goes towards Fellaini. Again, it's cleared by Vidic. Treading everything in the box, Manchester United. Baines. Osman fouling Gibson. Both sets of fans getting aggrieved and annoyed with the referee.
Well, Liam Osman's asking why, and I think the answer's simple. He fouls Darren Gibson, clicks his heels, off under he goes. The referee gives a free kick.
Rodwell for Everton. Fellaini in behind Raphael. Cahill and Osman wait in the middle. Cleared by Vidic, out as far as Pienaar. Phil Neville. Everett from Everton throw.
Many times have you said in this game, Martin, cleared by Vidic, time and time again.
Yes, he and Ferdinand have been terrific at the heart of that Manchester United defence, but they need to stay on their toes as Neville tries to pick out another quality cross, but it's blocked by Welbeck. Everton get the corner, only their second of the game. "73 minutes without a goal. Sense all along it was going to be tied. It's a goal now. Might be enough to settle it. In comes the corner kick. Doesn't clear Anderson at the near post. Neville to give Osman a second chance. Walker's challenge on Foster brings a United free kick.
Well, as this ball comes in, Martin, the one thing that Jagielka's got to do is go for the ball. Comes in front of Ben Foster, not a great deal in that. Mike Riley awards a free kick.
On the losing side for Sheffield United in a FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal some 6 years ago now. He's had a terrific season for Everton. Alex Ferguson continues his row about the non-award of that penalty with Alan Wiley, the fourth official today. Here's Cahill. Evra for Welbeck. Takeda short to his left. Tevez through the centre. Welbeck to go again. Invited to carry it forward. He's found Tevez. Tevez with a shot. Good block by Lescott. Good fall here for Raphael. Blocked by Rodwell. First to it though is Anderson. Ferdinand for Scholes. United's turn to apply some pressure. Anderson running away from Rodwell. Attacking Baines and hitting it! Side netting. Well, an Anderson goal is still something Manchester United fans have never seen. He won't have come much closer, Luke.
Well, he's never come closer, Martin, with his right foot into the side netting. He's a bit unlucky there. Still waiting for that first goal, as you said.
Three big Premier League games coming your way on Setanta Sports in early May. Saturday, May the 2nd, we're in London for Chelsea against Fulham. The following day, it's Anfield for Liverpool versus Newcastle. Liverpool again the following Saturday as they travel to West Ham. Here, 14 to go, still 0-0 in this FA Cup semi-final. Evra has it far side. Can't get away from Osman. Settles for the corner. Everton again dragging everybody back to defend this. Cahill and Fellaini, their two attackers, arguably the best headers of a ball. In both boxes. In it comes. Vidic up there. It's another corner.
Oh, he's brilliant in the air at both ends of the pitch. Not just defend him, but when he goes forward, tends to get on a lot of those corners. A fair amount of them end up in the back of the net normally.
Taking this short to Evra. Cleared by Hibbert. Ferdinand. Raphael. Looks like he might be playing the 90th, not 120. Makeda, Luke.
A big ask for him, Martin. You know, he's never played 90, never mind 120.
Scholes free kick. Tevez. Rodwell in pursuit. Anderson. Evra. Cleared by Jagielka. Only as far as Scholes. Tevez feeds it right. This is Gibson. Scott can't nudge it away from Makeda. Everton standing firm, resilient. Has been the byword for their success for much of this season. Evra down the line for Anderson. Hibbert after him. He's shaking off. Back here for Welbeck. Welbeck for Makeda. Welbeck still battling Makeda in there too. Hibbert gets it away. Almost wriggling through there, the young Italian.
I don't know about 120 minutes. I think he's starting to feel the 90 now, Martin. No sign of cramp there, but the two youngsters, Welbeck, Makeda, causing Everton plenty of problems in that area. Persistent, aggressive, no lost cause as far as they're concerned.
Fantastic aerial shots of the new Wembley Stadium. It looks magnificent, it is magnificent, but it's quite difficult at times to find your way around this place. It's been lost twice.
It's even more difficult getting home, Martin, especially with nearly 80-odd thousand heading in the same direction. Not the best of ideas to play the semi-final here, was it?
Not really, not on a Sunday.
And extra time, possibly.
And penalties, possibly. And they've got to be at school tomorrow. Hibbert and Makeda both down. Now, you've played on the old Wembley surface, of course. It was legendary for causing cramp.
Oh yeah, every game you played on it, Martin, you always felt, especially at this stage of the game, 10 minutes from the end, felt the legs getting a little bit tired. If it rained, especially the day before or during the game, even more so. I don't think this pitch is any different. It's tiring, It goes for the legs. And young Makeda already feeling it.
Both players have had treatment on the pitch, now being helped off it. It'll be interesting to see how long Makeda lasts here.
One more sub the Manchester United manager has got, and I'm sure he'd like just to keep that extra time, just in case, Martin. You wouldn't want to get any extra time and pick up an injury and having to play with 10 men.
Berbatov has just made his way out of the United dugout to start exercising on that far side. It remains on a knife edge, this one. Either side get the breakthrough before the end of the 90, and United look the more likely now. Tevez, it was a ball that forces Welbeck wider than he wanted to go. Some of the momentum has died here, but Welbeck will persist up against Jagielka, who has to be careful. Back here for Scholes. Is the shot on? Through here for Makeda, who looked offside and is. Assistant referee took his time putting the flag up.
It was a poor ball initially from Carlos Tevez into the path of Danny Welbeck. The referee's assistant's got it spot on, 2 yards offside.
Well, a couple of half chances, half chances for Makeda in the last few moments. Does he still have a part to play in this game? Berbatov is poised to come on far side if Makeda labours. The edge ever closer to extra time.
Well, it's certainly been one of those games, Martin, that's very difficult to pick the outcome. Who's going to win this game? We'll get to the final on the 30th of May, back here at Wembley.
United certainly looking the more likely side at the moment as they come again with Welbeck running at Hibbert, who's let him get in the box. Welbeck! How close was that from Danny Welbeck?
Well, we'll soon see how close it is with the replay, but it's a great attempt from Danny Welbeck, coming in from the left-hand side of the pitch onto that favoured right foot of his, trying to bend it. Oh, just over the crossbar.
Oh, almost enough to get him off his seat. Everybody knows now, surely, that a goal now in the game will settle the tie. Fellaini in trouble here with Ferdinand. The referee wants a word with the big Belgian.
He may actually go off for this, Martin. I think he's elbowed him. Interesting decision.
Everton are scared here that this could be a straight red, I think, Luke.
I think they are. If he's elbowed him, Mike Riley's got no option but a straight red.
Phil Neville across as the captain. I think it's just the yellow, Luke. But this was a situation that was brought up in the build-up to this game. Fellaini's use of his arm at times, and his elbow in particular. Ferdinand's eyes are watering.
Oh, got a chance here to see it. It's not with his elbow, it's with his hand, and he has smacked Rio in the face. Not so sure it was intentional, but still sore, as you can see.
It's his 13th yellow card of the season.
I think it's a correct decision from Mike Riley, though, Martin. It's all that matters. The referee gets as many decisions right as possible. But the big talking point is certainly the penalty.
Just to go back to that one, though, Lou. With mistake here by Hibbert. Jagielka across to stop Welbeck in his tracks. It's a corner. One or two errors beginning to creep into Everton's play at the moment, Lou.
I think they're starting to get tired, like a lot of the players on the pitch. And when you get tired, you make mistakes.
Well, I was about to say about Ferdinand how refreshing it was to see a player not make a meal of that, because had he, it might have brought the red card.
Yeah,
Here's Everton, United's 6th corner. In it comes Howard with a punch. Why didn't he catch it? It was easy to catch. Makeda, that's awkward. And Howard can claim. It's all United at the moment, Lou.
Well, I thought young Makeda's recent run of goal scoring was going to continue here. Didn't meet it perfectly well, but spun up in the air, and for one moment I thought that was going to drop over the keeper's head and into the back of the net.
5 minutes left. Still 0-0 at Wembley. Still anybody's game, but Manchester United looking the more likely scorers as we head towards extra time. Everton having to dig deep. Neville forward. Vidic turn, Ferdinand across to clear.
I think it's fair to say, Martin, over the 85 minutes that we've played, Manchester United looked the more likely scorers, and Everton huffed and puffed a little bit, never really got going. And a few of the players have really disappointed the manager today.
Fellaini on the chest. Crossed by Pienaar. Fellaini will get here. The whistle's gone. Use of the arm against the Belgian.
He doesn't want to be arguing or disputing that decision, Mike Riley. I'm sure he did touch him with his hand, but you don't want to be arguing once you've got a yellow card.
It's difficult for him to get his arm out of the way, even if it was his arm that touched the ball. Rodwell down for Cahill. Cahill has gone down here. That's cramp for definite. It's an Everton free kick for definite too.
Oh, Raphael's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Oh, he's done nothing at all wrong there. And it's disappointing to see Tim Cahill rolling about. No contact whatsoever.
3 minutes to go. Can Everton snatch it late on? This would be the time to score, wouldn't it? Baines. Again, a reluctance to whip the ball in. Neville will chance his arm again, the former Manchester United player. In towards Fellaini, it'll fall for Lescott, and it was taken off his toe by Gibson. What an important interception that was.
A good defensive clearance from Darren Gibson at the expense of a corner.
Everton's 3rd corner of the game. 2 minutes remain. David Moyes daren't look at the moment. It's a packed 6-yard box. And it's Pienaar to swing it in. Headed over by Lescott. Goal kick.
Lescott expected a corner. Mike Riley says a goal kick. Good ball into that near post. Did that come off Rio Ferdinand? Certainly Lescott thinks it did.
It looked like it came off his shoulder, didn't it? Lescott is wading with a few goals this season. 5 goals to his name. Flick on by Makeda. Tevez is after it. Jagielka back there for Everton. Scholes. Gibson. Deep towards Welbeck. But it's out. Looks like the later train home. Unless Rodwell. Pienaar fouled by Everton. How costly could that challenge be as the fourth official holds up the board that shows 3 minutes of added time, Luke?
Well, it's a silly free kick to give away at this stage of the game, Martin. Pienaar going nowhere, ball was going out of play. Clumsy challenge from Patrice Everett. Real chance for Everton to get this into the mixer.
Cahill, Lescott, Fellaini, Rodwell, wait in the middle. Baines delivery. Foster underneath it, just gets it up and away from Fellaini. The whistler's gone anyway. Fellaini it is that's down, but the whistler's gone against him.
Anytime a position like that, the ball goes into the box, the goalkeeper goes to ground, referees normally blow the whistle. Has Fellaini done anything wrong there? I don't think so.
Ball could bounce for Lescott, can only clear as far as Scholes. Given away by Phil Neville. Everett to keep it in. Welbeck trying to shake off Hibbert. Fellaini can bring it away for Everton. Needs to use this wisely. Neville for Hibbert. Sure, Jagielka wanted it back there. Vidic remains a commanding presence. Pienaar. Well, it's been a game that has been short of chances, Lou. Not that surprising that at the end of 92, nearly 93 minutes, it's still 0-0, and we're heading for extra time.
Well, it's difficult to see a winner in extra time as well, Martin. We may end up with penalty kicks here. Not that many chances throughout the 90 minutes. No reason to suggest there will be in the added 30.
Maybe time for one more chance. Baines. Osman. Neville lofting it forwards towards Fellaini. Ferdinand nods clear. And it's Tevez. Welbeck. Well, no team willing to look for the penetration. And the whistle goes, and at the end of 93 minutes, we still haven't seen a goal. And the FA Cup final place alongside Chelsea is still up for grabs. At half-time at Wembley, at full-time at Wembley, it's still 0-0. Join us after the break for extra time. Welcome back. Dimitar Berbatov, who's been limbering up for the last 15 of the 90 minutes, is on for the start of the extra 30. And Federico Macheda, the 17-year-old, who came to life more and more as that second half drew to a close, is on the bench, watching from the sidelines. So what's changed, Lou, in terms of the aspirations of these two teams and the two sets of supporters? It's pretty much as you were at 4, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is, Martin, but still the same determination and desperation to get to a final. All the players out there want to be coming back here on May the 30th. Half an hour to find a winner. If not, we go to penalties. United have plenty of experience of the penalties, certainly in the last 12 months.
Everton get us underway. 2 periods of 15 minutes, and if we still can't find a winner, we will go to a penalty shootout. Ben Foster, the United goalkeeper, of course, the hero in the Carling Cup final penalty shootout here against Spurs. United winning that one 4-1. And of course, in the Champions League final last May, they overcame Chelsea 7-6. So recent history points to United being successful from the spot. it might not go that far.
And still the big talking point around the stadium is that penalty decision that Mike Riley didn't give.
A lot would give it, Lou. Guys in the studio reckon it may have been a penalty.
Who's that, man?
Pat and Brian both felt.
Yeah, well, Pat and Brian are not refereeing this game. There's only one person's opinion that counts, and that's Mike Riley.
Close to threading that one through for Pienaar. Berbatov's touch. Linking up with Tevez. Stopped by Baines, but it'll run through here for Darren Gibson. And an early corner for Manchester United.
Darren Gibson going out to take this penalty, but personally I'd like to see him at the edge of the box, anything dropping there. Good shot with his left or right foot. Prolific goal scorer in the reserves.
Everton, as they have done all game, with all 10 of their outfield players back in their own box. Cahill heads it clear, a good clearance as well, and Pienaar gets the better of Scholes. Might not have the pace to get away from him though. And Scholes will be booked here.
One thing I knew, Paul Scholes was going to chase after him and tackle him. Another thing I knew, that Pienaar would certainly go to ground. Both the 5th time in the match, but had no option. He couldn't have stayed up. Clumsy challenge from Scholes.
Floated forward by Baines. Cahill getting away from Raphael. Cahill! Good stop by Foster. We've waited 92 minutes for Tim Cahill to get a shot on target, and he very nearly brought the opening goal.
Well, that was a good stop from Ben Foster with his left foot, but was it on target? Was it going into the back of the net? Or was it going straight across the face of the goals? Well, that may have been going across the face of the goals, or may have hit the far post. Certainly a good stop from the United goalkeeper.
Scholes for Welbeck, tried to nudge it into the path of Berbatov. United can come again. Rodwell. Can't get past Scholes. Excellent play by the experienced midfielder. Berbatov for Anderson. Welbeck and Tevez wait in the middle. Ever up in support too. Blocked by Jagielka. Only losing out to Vidic, who has been magnificent this afternoon. Berbatov. And again, Rodwell to hook clear. Welbeck. Anderson. Tevez. Here's Everett. Blocked by Osman. Scholes for Berbatov. Ever again. Now Scholes. Most convincing of clearances by Pienaar, but able to get on the end of his own clearance. Cahill watched by Ferdinand. Pienaar with nowhere to go. Cahill still struggling here with a bit of a knock to the head, but he's moving more freely now. He's in support of Pienaar. Has he got away from Ferdinand? Yes, he has. In towards Fellaini. Fellaini takes it down nicely. much in the right place at the right time again. Phil Neville, Cahill. Ferdinand stretches to clear. Never had too much of a rush to play it early.
Well, when you saw the United team before the game, Mark, there was always going to be a big call for Rio Ferdinand and Vidic to step forward and play, well, the game of their lives, really, and it's certainly been the case. Those two right throughout this game have been rock solid, hardly put a foot wrong, and that's why the big scoreboard away to our left and one to our right says Everton 0.
Cahill knew he was coming back from an offside position. Fell right on the toes of Pienaar. The Manchester United have used all three of their subs already. Everton have only used one of theirs. More changes for Ferguson. He's with still two up his sleeve. Delaney can't find Pienaar. Scholes cushions it away. Anderson for Berbatov. Not a good first touch. Scholes over the top. Rolled up offside.
No hesitation from the referee's assistant. Long ball from Paul Scholes. Over the top. Danny Welbeck just a yard offside.
Delaney. Careful of the spinning ball. United have really made their way through to this stage of the competition with a minimum of fuss, brushing aside the challenges of Southampton, Spurs, Derby and Fulham, scoring 13 goals and conceding just 2 in the process, but finding Everton a much tougher proposition underneath the arch this afternoon. I'm sure an interested spectator back home. Tevez away from him towards Berbatov. Jagielka there first. The concentration is so key. 98 goalless minutes. Temptation might be for one or two of the players just to switch off momentarily and think we're not going to get a goal here. Pienaar through the gap. Delaney managed to stay onside. Scholes across for Manchester United. Read it perfectly. Not a good clearance though. It's Rodwell again for Everton. And he's got support to his left in the shape of Pienaar if he wants to use him. Should have used him. Raphael to clear. Good clearance as well for Tevez. Baines pokes it back. And Lescott helps it all the way back to Howard. Anderson. Into the path of Berbatov. Just bobbled away from him there. Oh, Welbeck missed it completely.
There's that left foot of Danny Welbeck's again, Martin. Just swung at it, completely missed it.
I mentioned earlier, an FA Cup final when these two clubs met in 1985. That went to extra time and Manchester United won it with a spectacular Norman Whiteside goal. Well, he was nothing but a youngster. What a talented youngster he was. Will it be one of the Manchester United youngsters that settles this one? Berbatov for Scholes. Square for Tevez.
Of course, back in those days, Mark, we didn't settle semi-finals by extra time. Went to a replay. For me, that's the better way to decide who plays in the final against Chelsea on May the 30th. I think it's a shame that everyone comes down here and you do play 120 minutes, and if there is no decision at the end of that, results in penalty kicks.
Everton are ready to make their second change. James Vaughan, who's had all manner of injury problems since making his debut 4 years ago this month, is going to come on. He's a striker. It'll be interesting to see how Everton reshuffle to bring him on. Rodwell carefully out left for Cahill. Fellaini makes his way into the middle. Ferdinand's initial block. Second clearance was awful. First mistake he's made all game. Neville for Baines. Back for Pienaar. Free and blue weight in the middle. Pienaar lofts it in towards Fellaini. There's Vidic yet again to clear. Hibbert, same two targets to aim for. Same head of Vidic that is found. Pienaar. Just looking out there at the moment, Lou, Hibbert, most interestingly, Cahill is struggling with cramp. Cahill on the edge of the box just doing some stretching exercises. He'll be desperate to stay on.
Is Cahill a penalty kick taker, Martin? I think he is. Certainly if it goes to penalties, you want your normal penalty kick takers on that pitch. Looking at the Manchester United team that's on the pitch at the moment, probably find it difficult to pick the five that will take penalties for them.
Well, it's Fellaini, the Belgian, who's going to come off. Is part of David Moyes thinking maybe that he's been yellow carded already, Lou?
Oh, I think without a doubt, the way he's been charging about the pitch, there's every chance he'd get a red one.
James Vaughan comes on. On an afternoon where we've seen a real smattering of youngsters, will it be James Vaughan who writes the headlines? Nearing the end of the first period of extra time. Different challenge posed by Vaughan's presence. He's a fleet-footed striker. Here's Welbeck for Manchester United. Beaten by Rodwell. Anderson beats Cahill. And Scholes brings it clear. Too happy about the challenge of Cahill. Into space here for Anderson. Cancelled by Vaughan. Almost threaded that through for Berbatov. Good stretch by Hibbert. Everton continue to hang on in there. Pienaar up the line for Baines. Running ahead of Gibson. Not much to aim for in the middle. Vaughan's the furthest man forward for Everton. Cahill hovers on the edge. It's another Everton corner.
Well, after 103 minutes on the clock, it's quite amazing to see Leighton Baines getting that far forward at pace and winning his team a corner kick.
Jagielka and Lescott up from the back. No Fellaini, of course, now, but Cahill remains a real threat to Manchester United's quintuple bid. Deep towards Lescott. Vidic the nodded away. Pienaar to collect. Neville to curl it back in, probably. Foster's come a long way. Correct decision. Everton have a player down in the box still. I think it's Julian Lescott. Play continues though with Tevez as Lescott gets himself back to his feet and ambles back towards halfway. Phil Neville needs to go in and cover at the moment. Hasn't done so. It's Tevez for Manchester United. The shot's on. Didn't get the elevation he wanted to. As the half-time whistle goes at the break in extra time, chances remain at a premium. Cahill's effort at the start of that extra time, blocked by Foster. That's the closest we've come. We get ever closer to penalties. Tim Howard, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, could block their progress to another FA Cup final. And just looking down, penalties this season for Everton, Lou, they haven't had that many, David Moyes' men. But of the penalties they've had, they've been taken by Mikel Arteta and Joe, two players that aren't even involved today.
Well, it certainly doesn't help. As I said to you earlier, Matt, I'm not so sure who the 5 players will be for Manchester United. You look along the back 4, you see 2 young, inexperienced players at left and right back. Rio Ferdinand, can't remember seeing him take a penalty. Vidic, can't remember seeing him take one. Danny Welbeck, no. Darren Gibson, certainty to take one, I would say. Anderson, absolute certainty. He scored some important penalty kicks for Manchester United. Paul Scholes, you'd expect to see him moving forward. Berbatov and possibly Carlos Tevez.
Well, it might not come to that. We still have 15 minutes to go, remember. But in the bright spring sunshine, chances, let alone goals, have looked scarce. The smart money would be on a climax from 12 yards. Throats hoarse. Anxiety all around the stadium as United get the second period of extra time underway. Vaughan helps it forward. Raphael against Pienaar. Scholes got a piece of that. It might run through here for Baines, and he's taking on Gibson, and he's pulled it back for Vaughan, and it almost fell into the path of Cahill. How did that happen, he wonders? Well, a goal kick's been given. I'm sure this came off a Manchester United man last.
Well, I think you're right, Martin. Good ball in from Baines into the path of James Vaughan. He doesn't connect with it very well. Well, it certainly does. It comes off Vidic for a corner kick. Well, David Moyes can't believe it's a goal kick. Neither can James Vaughan. I suppose neither can Nemanja Vidic.
Start of the first half, start of the second half, start of the first period of extra time, and now the start of the second half in extra time. Everton have started the brighter. The pattern has been that United have then grown in stature.
Good close-up there of the goalkeeping coach at Manchester United. He does go to penalties. He'll be hoping that all the time spent with Ben Foster will be worthwhile.
It worked in the Carling Cup final, didn't it? Rodwell, that's a great ball. It's Osman now for Everton, and it might fall for Pienaar. It just runs away from him. Corner given. No, he's given a goal kick.
He's given offside, I think, Martin. Referees, his assistant's flag on the far side went up. Well, he's given offside against Pienaar, I think it is. No, he's never offside. The flag did go up.
Well, two baffling decisions by Mike Riley. But not isolated incidents today. Manchester United still feel aggrieved that he didn't point to the penalty spot when Welbeck went down under the challenge of Jagielka. And it's Welbeck now in towards Tevez.
This is a time, Martin, for one or two players to gamble and have a shot at goals if possible. United just knocking that ball about. A couple of opportunities just at the edge of the box to have a pot shot. Wouldn't be the first time lucky goal was scored at Wembley, would it?
Not talking about yours, eh? Or Jimmy Greenoff, should I say?
3 ricochets.
Berbatov. Welbeck stopped in his tracks. Pienaar. Cahill was just on his heels there, but the whistle goes against him. To me, as though Vidic had committed himself, and for Cahill's descent, he's going to be yellow carded.
If he's not careful, he'll get a second yellow for arguing. Doesn't agree with the decision. He thinks Mike Riley's got it wrong. I'm not so sure that Cahill has done a great deal wrong there. 3 wrong decisions in a row for the referee.
Right now it's hard to determine which side of the bench dislike the official the most, Everton or Manchester United.
I think there's only one of the decisions in the whole game on that really counts. All the little ones we're just talking about now don't really count. They're no big decisions. The big one, foul or a possible foul on Welbeck. And I think we could look at that time and time again and never really come to a conclusion that, yeah, definitely a penalty kick. I think it was a hard one for the referee to call, but he called it the way he thought he'd seen it, and he doesn't think it was a penalty.
He got one look in real time and said no kick. Needs to be convinced that it merits punishment. 10 minutes to go. Looks like we'll have more than one penalty. Everton fans dancing on their feet as if they'd already scored, as if they were leading, but it's still 0-0. Baines, cleared by Ferdinand. Helped on by Rodwell. Need clear by Raphael.
Well, he's not singing and dancing, is he?
He's feeling it, isn't he, Bill Kenwright, the Everton chairman?
Well, he's probably a little bit disappointed, Martin. Again, he probably looked at the team sheet and thought, will we ever get a better opportunity to get into a cup final? I can't really understand why those Evertonians are singing and dancing. It certainly hasn't been a great performance from the team. If not, I certainly think it's been a little bit disappointing.
They're just doing their bit to try and lift their team. Don't often get this close to a final. 1995, there is a big feeling on the blue side of Merseyside that if Everton could get their hands on some silverware, then maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to pressurise the established top 4 in the English Premier League. Only 6th in the top flight, of course, got the points behind Aston Villa now. Moyes has got them consistently finishing high up in the Premier League. He wants some silverware in the cabinet now. Long by Foster. Lescott chooses to clear rather than let it run to his goalkeeper. Vaughan fouled by Ferdinand. Floated forward towards Lescott. Vidic clears, Pienaar down, Vidic again, back on his feet so swiftly to get it away. He has been magnificent this afternoon. But what's new, I hear you say? Everton forcing Manchester United back here. Neville could take it long. Vidic to head away. Berbatov to collect. Did Tevez get hold of this? And he turned away from Lescott. Finding Gibson. Tevez again, square of him is Scholes. Here is Scholes. Raphael. Free weight in the middle. Gibson's cross. Thumped away by Lescott. Everton press back here. Tevez goes down. Referee Riley unimpressed.
I think Carlos Tevez has been down here more out of tiredness. Getting to that stage, Martin. 115 minutes played. Legs getting tired. The two players going down, stretching, feeling the cramp.
Five minutes away from spot kicks to decide this semi-final. I'm tempted to say that over the 115 minutes that we've had so far, neither team has really done enough to win it in open play. But what about this chance now for Manchester United? Evra's cross blocked by Hibbert. United will get a corner.
I'd like to see this drop to Darren Gibson and get a shot at goals from 20-odd yards. This lad can smack them.
Vidic and Ferdinand wait in the middle. Rodwell clears as far as Gibson. Took a deflection and Howard can't prevent the corner, I don't think. Gibson being asked to take this one. Irishman sets up a United winner here. Berbatov and Vidic in conversation. Just about everybody packed inside that Everton penalty area now. It's whipped in deep. Cahill clears. Anderson back into the mix. Lescott this time nods away. Gibson again for Manchester United. Evra. Stopped by Osman. Goal kick.
Alex shaking his head again at Mike Riley. I think he's possibly got that decision wrong as well. That looks like a corner kick. Well, I think the happier supporter, what we've just seen, Martin, looks the support in red. They'll be more pleased with the team than the Evertonian boys.
Well, they won't fear the penalty shootout quite as much as Everton because they've got recent experience of winning them. Osman. Rodwell, and now Cahill for Pienaar. Blind ball asking too much of Baines. Gibson back for Foster. Oh dear! Second time this afternoon as he's tried to clear. He's very nearly been embarrassed. He's made a mess of that with Baines, and it's a free kick. Referee's already blown. Foster got himself in a right mess there, Lou. Twice.
Well, I'm not so sure it was the best of pass backs that he got, but he should have dealt with it a lot better. Darren Gibson passed it back to him, not a great deal for Ben Foster to aim at, but he should have got it past James Bond. Oh, he's so lucky he is.
Well, it's a grandstand finish, and he will be red-faced if this finishes in the back of his net. So unnecessary by Ben Foster. We're 90 seconds away from the end of the game. Penalties unless we can get a winner. Leighton Baines to curl it in. Vidic got the slightest touch, took it off the head of Cahill.
Oh, who else? Once again, lovely flick from Vidic, goes out for a throw-in. He's been everywhere today for Manchester United, a real giant.
He has been truly outstanding. He has to remain on the top of his game for another minute or so yet. Osman across, goals to clear. Tevez together, look at Berbatov breaking forward, but Everton quickly have got bodies back, and Rodwell has stopped Tevez. Legally or illegally has stopped him. And Everton can get more bodies back behind the ball. Scholes driving it long. Jagielka could have let that go, but nobody called him. Hibbert thumps it towards halfway. Vaughan for Rodwell. Over the top of Evra, but too far ahead of Osman. And on my watch, that takes us within seconds of the end of extra time as well. And all thoughts turn towards who might resolve the penalty shootout. There goes the final whistle. 120 minutes of action. Not much goalmouth action. No goals at all. And this FA Cup semi-final between Alex Ferguson's Manchester United and David Moyes' Everton will be settled from the penalty spot. Stand by for drama. Manchester United have struck the first blow with the penalty shootout. Rio Ferdinand winning the toss, and so Manchester United fans will be behind the goal where the penalties are to be taken. And it was at that end of the ground that Ben Foster was the hero in the Carling Cup final at the start of March. And during the break, there was no iPod showing Ben Foster what Everton players would do from the penalty spot, because the penalty takers this season for Everton have been Arteta and Joe, and neither of those players are involved. So we can't give him any clues at all, so it's guesswork. Tim Cahill, the first Everton player to stride forward. Cahill unhappy with the positioning of the ball for a moment. Desperately important from an Everton point of view that Cahill gets them off to a good start here. And he gets them off to a horrific start. Foster not needed.
I was just about to say, Martin, he hasn't had the best of games by his standards, but surely he must score from 12 yards, way over the crossbar. Disastrous start for Everton.
Who would have thought it? Tim Cahill of all people. Is anybody to find the net this afternoon at Wembley?
Well, you can bet your boots someone will, Martin. Probably this fella to start with, cool as you like. Looks as if he hasn't got a care in the world.
Came on as a sub. Dimitar Berbatov, Manchester United's record signing, misses. Howard gets Everton back on level terms again, and it's the blue half of Wembley that celebrate and jump up and down and still believe. Poor penalty.
Oh, that is a joke, man. Doesn't deserve to score with that attitude. Really should have gone up with real conviction. Tried to hit the back of the net with power and pace. That is terrible.
Next up for Everton, I asked the question again, will anybody score today? Is Leighton Baines. Had a terrific season since coming in at Christmas. Baines against Foster, scores! First strike Everton, relief away to our left, now the nerves away to our right.
Well, there's no way Ben Foster's going to stop this one. Right in the roof of the net, advantage Everton.
And it's Rio Ferdinand coming forward for Manchester United. Now in the Carling Cup final, Giggs, Tevez, Ronaldo and Anderson were the penalty takers that all scored. Of course, Giggs and Ronaldo not involved today. Ferdinand is required. big moment for the Manchester United captain. He's missed as well. Howard with his second save at the shootout.
Oh, I thought really.
And take Everton a giant step closer to the FA Cup final back here in 6 weeks. Neville scores, Everton 2 up.
Oh, no great celebration from Phil. Going on, Martin, that's a lucky goal. I mean, again, he's approached the penalty, comes up, that stops, starts, hits it off the post into the back of the net.
James Vaughan for Everton scores. Best penalty we've seen.
Well, once again, Ben Foster, no chance at all, right into the corner.
And up steps Anderson. His penalty in the Carling Cup won the competition for Alex Ferguson. He has to score this, otherwise United are out of the FA Cup.
Well, he's normally good from the penalty spot, Martin.
Anderson against Howard. The dream lives on for a while longer yet.
Well, there's Leon Osman, who's the next player to step up. Is he going to be the hero? Scores this for Everton, they're into the final.
Leon Osman, who came through the ranks at Everton. The man that... No, it's Jagielka that's gone on, not Osman. Phil Jagielka. This to take Everton's the final! Everton will be back at Wembley in 6 weeks' time! Manchester United's dream of the quintuple ends at the penalty spot at Wembley. Tim Howard with 2 saves from Berbatov and Ferdinand has taken David Moyes a step closer to a piece of silverware. Foster not the hero today. Today it was the turn of the other goalkeeper.
Well, I'm not so sure you can call them 2 saves, Martin. There were 2 terrible penalty kicks. I thought Berbatov's approach and the way he struck the ball was shocking. And then Rio Ferdinand, he should have known better. He stepped up. His penalty wasn't much better.
Well, rare disappointment for Manchester United. The gamble to play the youngsters didn't backfire so much as the failure from the spot. Tim Howard can't quite believe it. What a moment for him, the former Manchester United goalkeeper. Joy for the Everton fans. It will be a battle of the blues at Wembley on May the 30th. Everton against Chelsea.